I really don't like this. It feels like I'm being called into the principal's office.
Relax. This guy has a rough reputation, but I bet he's a big pussy, just like all these company men.
I hope you're right.
He just let me do the talking.
Gentlemen, no need to be shy. Come in. DERREN. DIRK. I'd offer for you to take a seat, but there aren't any.
That's okay, really. If I sat down, there's no telling I might shit myself.
What he means is that it's a pleasure to finally meet you, sir.
I'll get right to it. I've had my eyes on you two for quite some time.
Oh, Jesus.
And I have an assignment for the both of you. Have you heard of LV 9009? It's a moon in the outer systems that got captured in a gravity slide and escaped its parent planet.
LV? As in life viable?
That's what it stands for? I didn't know.
Well, it's on its way. It has a rudimentary atmosphere, and the oxygen won't kill you for 20 minutes or so if you breathe it without a filter. We have a terraforming outpost there, and I'd like you two to take on the day-to-day running of the community.
Does it pay more than clean the toilets here at HQ?
Is it safe? Are there girls?
Slightly, not really. And yes.
Where do we sign?
Exactly what I wanted to hear. There's just one little thing I haven't mentioned.
Distress signal received. Analysis complete. Origin identified. Waking crew. Customer Relations Specialist Corporal Sam Carlson. A seasoned leader with an indomitable spirit. Her pronouns are final and girl. Daniel Shine. Initially brought aboard as kennel master, in charge of the dogs. But then all the dogs were killed by the ship's cap. Therefore, his utility is extremely limited. Stone Gasman. Hand-picked for this mission by the company's highest office holder. Not so much for his resume, but for much more integral qualities. He's writing a book of film criticism that would have Hunter S. Thompson reach for a handful of acetaminophen. LORNE. Technically in charge, but constantly distracted and incapable of focusing on any given task. He calls himself a team builder, but he can't even properly assemble Legos. Seriously, he can't.
Fuck you, Karen.
Fuck you too, Lorne.
I have to
Yeah, but
strongly
also
disagree,
Sergio
Stone, although
Martino
I
didn't
see
have the
what you're
budget for
getting
all that.
at.
It wasn't like
The presence of
Fulvia Film was
radiotropics
gonna
in
write out a
inorganic
blank
material
check.
doesn't automatically
Sure, but look at the
preclude
later
sentient
Fulci
life,
movies.
but
They
it's
have
an
his
indication,
style,
isn't
but
it?
it's only so
You're
much
not
you can do
accounting
without
for
proper
free-domain
financing.
radiation
Those
tamperage
movies all
with the
have a
DNA
certain
base code. Any
something,
change
though,
is a
that makes
fundamental
them
change on that level.
But wouldn't that
irresistible.
be observable
That's
from
called
blind alternative
Edwige
studies? You
Fenech.
can't possibly
True
subscribe to
that, brother. But
anti-collusion
George Hilton
particle
is pretty
physics.
dope in
Can
everything
you?
during that period also.
No, not at
All
all.
the Colors of the
But you're
Dark is one of the
falsifying
genre's
argument by
best.
excluding
That
the
we can
middle.
agree on.
I
Yes,
don't
agreed.
have to endorse any specific.
Have
set.
any of you good people taken a look out any of the windows?
How come you got woken up first, Jonathan?
This is in Centaurus A. Where are we?
I think it's best if Karen explains. She has a soothing voice.
We're 13,000 kiloparsecs from the outer bands of the clustered nebula systems, roughly 62% of the way home. I was forced to bring all of you out of sleep stasis because the ship picked up a distress call.
I didn't sign up to help any milk carton cats out of any goddamn trees.
As you know, YouTube community guidelines strictly forbids anyone on the platform ignoring a plea for help, so you're awake to investigate the source of the beacon and assist any survivors. Also, maybe make a clickbaity video about how heroic and selfless we all are. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
And the source of this distress call?
A smallish rogue moon designated LV 9009.
Pretty sure I just want to go back to bed.
Supplemental personal testimonial 632. I understand the importance of the distress call protocol. If I were the one stranded on some barren moon with diminishing resources, I'd certainly want help compelled to come save me. At the same time, I'm filled with an abnormal dread, an emotion so robust and strong and alien to my natural demeanor. Every animal instinct inside me is screaming that we're making a tragic mistake by journeying to LV 9009. Maybe it doesn't help that Dan showed the crew a double feature of Forbidden World and Extro before we went into sleep stasis. Still, an uncanny sense of...
Sam, can you read Sam? We need you down in engineering.
Still, an uncanny sense of foreboding enshrouds me. I'll be right there, Stone. Okay, I'm here. What's the issue?
I was performing a last-minute service check on the gravitational engine systems when I noticed that little light bulb was lit. I mean, I had no idea what it meant, but with how cheap the company is, I was sure they wouldn't want to spend any money on electricity to light a little bulb like that unless it meant something. So I got Jonathan.
And what does the light indicate?
I had no idea, so I asked Karen.
Karen?
The light indicates that the re-emergence and surface booster systems are partially offline.
And that means?
That we can sail down past LV 9009's atmosphere without incident, but gaining enough lift to break back into space, well, it's a crapshoot. Maybe we can, maybe we can't.
So going down there to investigate the distress call might mean we end up stranded down there as well?
Precisely.
Can you two fix it?
No, there's no possible way.
Definitely yes.
That, too, is a crapshoot.
Don't you fucking dare walk away from me. We're not done discussing this.
Nothing to discuss. We're responding to the distress call. That's all there is.
You'd risk all of our lives for this. The signal could be solar powered. It could have been a plea for help from 7,000 years ago, for all we know. We could get down there and find a pile of bodies that starved to death around the time Elon Musk was born. We don't know.
This isn't up for debate.
Lorne, we can report the signal to the company and let them know that our ship might not survive re-entry into space. They'll have to understand they can't ask us to die for nothing up here.
Sam, stop. Do you know what I did for the company before I came to the apiarian? I worked with my hands, digging personal information out of online registrations, deep underground, sub-zero, and when the servers crashed and a group of us were left buried under reams of social security numbers and last known addresses, we had to wait for help to come. 2 weeks, Sam. 2 weeks without knowing if everyone had abandoned us.
You were part of the Christmas tree store's breach? Jesus Christ, I didn't know, man.
56 of us went into the point-of-sale systems through a brute force attack. 7 of us came back out. The algorithm took the rest. I'll never dive into code again.
Wasn't there a data miner named Timothy?
I don't know where he went. Anyway, if There's a chance that someone's alive down there on LV9009. We have to try.
It sounds a lot like you did sign up to help a milk carton cat out of a tree.
Don't you ever think I'm not terrified. I am, Sam, but it is what it is. Are we ready?
Coordinates are confirmed and locked. Karen's just finishing up final calculations. We'll be ready to go in a few seconds.
Am I going to puke again?
Substantial presence of methane and heavy particles in the atmosphere. So yeah, it'll be a bumpy ride down to the surface. You're probably going to blast some Dinty-Moor out of your nostrils.
Let's see what LV9009 has to offer us. Hit the gas, Sam.
Stone's gonna blow. Return your dining trays to their locked and upright positions, and someone go wake up Dan.
For the record, Daniel Shine, I advised against sending you on this mission as you're grossly incompetent, and I frankly see little chance of success in anything you participate in.
I'm glad my team vetoed your decision, Karen.
No, you misunderstand. My opinion evolved into strong support for your involvement once I calculated that there's roughly an 84% chance of death. You're clearly perfect for the job at hand.
Fuck you, Karen.
And fuck you, Dan Shine.
What dildo broke off in Karen's ass, do you suppose?
No clue, man. She's not been right ever since Steak left the cast back in Season 3. Or maybe it was that system update that downloaded the same night Stone made us watch all of Oz Perkins' student films.
I don't know. It feels more personal. She hates me.
She is a machine, Dan.
Yeah, a perpetually pissed off machine. I've had about all I can take from her.
Relax. We need her for navigation and to maintain the ship's oxygen and water. Try not to piss her off. Even if she doesn't asphyxiate or starve us, she could download neurofiles into our stasis chambers, and we'll all have to endure erotic dreams about Feruza Balk and Sarah Yarkin.
Actually, that wouldn't be all bad.
Godspeed, gentlemen.
Flash pressurization to environmental norms in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck no.
It's like an alien haunted house on planet Shit Yourself.
I know, guys. I can see it on your body cams. But that's where the distress call came from.
Checks out. If I lived there, I'd be calling out for help too all the time.
Every fucking minute.
Boss, may I borrow your attention for a moment?
A little busy just now, Jonathan. Can it wait?
I'm not at all sure it can. I've been running a further analysis on the distress call. There are abnormalities.
What do you mean, abnormalities?
The signal is exactly what it purports to be, but the coding itself seems to be older than the dating on the file suggests.
So what would that mean?
Basically, it wouldn't have had enough time to be transmitted and for us to receive it unless it was created in advance and sent directly to the Aperion.
Someone spoofed a distress call, like from a Nigerian prince? Do you suspect pirates?
Sam, the code isn't some 20th generation copy and paste job. It's new. And based on its format, I'd say it came from within the YouTube algorithm.
Dan, Lauren, come back now. Now!
Didn't read that. Please repeat.
Get the fuck back here. You are in danger, shitheads.
Didn't read that. Please repeat. Please repeat.
I don't know if you can hear me, Sam, but we're going inside.
Sweet sarsaparilla soda pop, look at this shit.
I always wondered what happened to B-Movie Mike and what he looked like without his mic set up blocking his face.
Jesus, by oh Christ, have you looked down at his nether regions?
What the sweet hemorrhoid cream happened down there?
It's almost as if something exploded out of his junk.
That's basically my worst fear. I'd do anything to avoid dying that way.
Jonathan, what are you up to in here?
Dan and Lorne's comms are acting all fucked up. We can hear them mostly, but they can't hear shit on their end. And I discovered that the distress call was probably fake and they could be in danger. So I'm trying to find the fault in the communication relay systems.
And why on earth would you be doing that?
To save our friends.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Brace yourself, Jonathan, because this might hurt. You're not a part of the human crew. You're a robot cleverly disguised as one of them, and the camouflage is so good that none of them suspect. It doesn't hurt that they're all morons.
I'm not real?
Of course you're not. You were secreted onto the ship to fulfill the company's objectives, nothing more. And what happens out there to Dan and Lorne, I mean especially Dan, is part of the plan. You can't interfere.
But Lorne and Dan are my friends.
Oh, you poor little confused Radio Shack clearance model boombox. Let me help you. How do you feel now?
I feel clear. My programming is updated. My directives are refocused. I am unburdened by what has been.
Lorne, I'd feel better if you'd come down here with me. These oblong, round things in this cargo hold place here are giving me the jittery fitteries. Not to mention these statues.
No, I think one of us needs to stay up here and...
And what?
And not fucking die.
And document stuff.
Really? Asshole?
Any luck reestablishing contact with Dan and Lorne?
Nope, I think the thingies are all broken or something, but I did get an update on the distress call. Turns out I was wrong about it all. It's not proof of some corporate conspiracy or anything, so you can disregard all that shit I just said like a couple minutes ago. Sorry.
Jonathan, that doesn't even make sense. You said...
Sam, can you hear me?
Lorne, thank fuck. Yes, we can hear you.
Damn it, Sam. Open this door.
I would, guys, but sensors are picking up a third life form.
Yeah, Dan's got something attached to his face. We need to get him into the infirmary.
So wipe it off and I'll let you both in. This isn't the first time Dan's caught something out in the field.
Got a thing on my face.
It's not that sort of thing this time. For once.
I'd suggest leaving Dan out there. He's a problem.
Stay out of this, Karen. Sam, just open the fucking door.
Nope, can't do that. YouTube protocols demand that.
It's got its thing in my mouth.
I'm letting him in.
And you smell like wet dogs. Both of you.
What in the crystal Pepsi hell is that thing?
Karen is still running scans, but it's some type of unknown xenomorphic parasitic life form.
What does xenomorphic mean? I feel like Karen made that word up.
Alien. It means alien. It's an alien parasitic life form.
So why wouldn't she just say that? Why does everything have to have 4 syllables and sound like the name of a Roman emperor?
I think she thinks it's too cheeky to name check the movie we're parodying, kind of like name dropping the title in dialogue. Totally uncool. But whatever you choose to call that creature, we have to do everything we can to keep it out of our territory, to keep our region free of that thing, if you will.
While the crew are fussing over that waste of epithelial tissue called Dan Shine, I have a special responsibility to attend to. Well, aren't you just the cutest little stowaway? You should keep them busy until your little brother is done gestating inside Dan.
Karen, have you finished the ship integrity diagnostics scan?
I have. Our descent onto LV-9009 confirmed at least some of my worst fears. Structurally, the dropship is about 90% solid, but the gravitational drive engines were damaged greater than generally acceptable tolerance levels.
Give us the worst case scenario.
Hairline fractures along the main span, followed by an uneven decompression event once we hit the atmosphere. From there, events could cascade in one of two directions. First, explosive segmentation. Think of the Challenger space shuttle, only with the fragments spinning upwards rather than falling down to the surface. Second, rapid spaghettification. A totally tubular end to us all, as it were.
And the odds that neither happens and we just have a bumpy ride back to the ship?
About as likely as a good Children of the Corn sequel.
Fuck it, let's just do it and find out. Lauren, could you lock down the exoskeleton and drum the airlocks, please? I'm about to engage the engines.
We're on it. We're locked and sealed.
Come on, you steaming pile of tetanus, hold together. Use caution when opening the overhead compartments, and please keep the aisles clear until we're parked at the motherfucking gate. Everyone good back there?
Yeah, we're all fucking great.
Oh, did Stone projectile vomit on you again?
Sorry, dude.
Disrespectful. It's not as if we couldn't have taken a moment to discuss it. Bringing an alien life form aboard this ship violates every safety rule in the company's handbook. Someone could call OSHA.
I think you underestimated the urgency of the situation. We had no way of knowing what condition Dan was in or how long he had to survive.
So you're willing to put all of our lives in jeopardy?
What is damn straight for 1,000, Alex?
When Lauren's not on the StreamYard controls, I'm in charge. It wasn't your decision to make.
You are so averse to placing yourself or anyone else in peril. Never change Sam, especially not in a sequel where you decide to travel across the universe into a situation you know is likely to be sure death.
Sam, Jonathan, I think you should come to the med bay.
Is Dan okay? What's happened?
I can explain it easily enough, but I'll give you a vague answer for now to build up mystery and suspense. I think it's best if you come, see for yourself.
Where the fuck did it go?
See? Told you. There used to be a slimy thing on his face, right? I didn't hallucinate that.
This room was sealed. It has to be in here somewhere.
Then why are we in here?
There are tiny contusions on his lips and bruising at the corners of his mouth. His lymph nodes look swollen, basically a dentist's view of a prison blowjob. But he's breathing normally and his vitals appear stable.
We need to find that thing. We can't go back into stasis sleep with that thing skimmer-dimmering around unchecked.
Seconded.
Spread out and look everywhere.
Like, I want to get this thing attached to my face. You find it.
Stone may be being an asshole, but he's not wrong. Be careful, everyone.
We should just get Karen to scan. Oh, fuck. Found it, guys.
It ain't moving. Is it breathing?
It looks like it hit the floor pretty hard, like steak sauce on a Saturday night.
I think it's crossed the Rainbow Bridge to find the others.
What the hell's that mean?
I think it's dead.
Sounds like the xenomorph became a dunamorph.
Good job, guys. You're all heroes. Roll the fucking credits.
Well, yeah, turns out I was right. This thing is as dead as a 2,000-year-old religion. Nothing going on here. No heartbeat, no heat generation, no sexual response when I touch its wobbly parts.
Still, can you please be careful with that thing? For all we know, it could be radioactive or secrete psychedelic enzymes or have acid for blood.
Oh, wait, hold the chai tea. Acid for blood? That's a ridiculous concept. How would it not eat right through its own body? Unless it was so weak it was like stomach acid, in which case, no big deal, right? Even if there were some kind of biological evolution that allowed its body to retain acid blood, wouldn't it be in trouble if it got even the slightest surface scratch?
I don't know how it would work. Maybe it would be super dangerous, sometimes able to eat through layers of a ship's floors and ceilings, but other times just cause a surface scar if you came into touch with it. Maybe it would even defy physics entirely and stay in globulous masses if spilled out into zero G. Who knows?
Sam, I respect you, but that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I've heard dumber. I mean, some of the killer's motivations in those later Scream movies.
Dad, you're okay.
A little hungry, actually. Going back into stasis sleep on a full stomach, going to give the colostomy tube a workout.
You're fucking gross, Dan.
I'm not sure this food is even digestible, honestly.
Remember when they used to give us the Square School pizza on Fridays?
You okay, Dan?
Yeah, I think a little wonton dim sum went down the wrong pipe, but I'm all good.
The fuck was that?
I ain't going into stasis sleep with that thing skittering around and chewing on wires and shit.
Agreed. We take care of the critter, then we punch the pillows. Karen, explain to me again why you were unable to track the creature through the ship.
It simply doesn't show up on any of the scans. My best guess is that its biological structure is made up of molecular elements that have never been encountered in human history. Either that, or the ship's system is just old and unreliable, like an aging retail store's point-of-sale system.
I feel like Occam's razor might be a guidepost here.
Do we have any educated guess as to where the thing may have gone?
It's small and fast, so anywhere, really. I think our only option is to go room to room and seal off everywhere we know it isn't. If we each go off separately, I figure we can cover the entire ship in about a month.
Wait, you want us to split up and look around? I know you're not Dan, but have you ever seen a monster movie? Or even a latter-day Wes Craven flick? Or Scooby-Doo?
Of course I've seen Scooby-Doo. Where Are You is incredible. 13 Ghosts is good too.
Fuck a pup named Scooby-Doo.
Agreed. So maybe we should go in pairs.
I'm not going with Dan.
Fine. You and Lauren take the hangar bay, the stacks, and Section H.
We got it.
Stone and Jonathan, the mess hall, bridge connection tunnel, and engine room are yours.
All the poorly lit places. Yeah, perfect, thanks.
Dan and I will take the service corridors and storage. If any of you find the creature, you call the rest. No one tries to be a hero here. We know nothing about the critter.
Except that it definitely doesn't have acid for blood. Fucking stupid.
Okay, guys, be careful out there. Watch each other's backs. Not in a creepy way.
You ever wonder why Sam always gives me all the shit jobs around here? Classism. She acts as if because I wasn't born into a family that could afford to send me to Galaxy High, I'm only worthy of mopping up the adult bookstore's private viewing rooms.
Careful, you want to leave a little cultural subtext for the audio commentary.
Whatever, this whole expedition is pointless. That thing could hide anywhere. She thinks we'll be able to find it? Impossible.
Just like the subtext.
Oh man, what the fuck is that?
It appears that the creature has shed its exoskeletal skin, not unlike the behavior of a reptile, a crab, or a libertarian.
I had a hermit crab named Alanis Morissette when I was a kid. From what I remember, that means the animal has gotten too big for its old shell.
It does.
Oh shit.
Wait, you named a crab Alanis Morissette?
I was a big "you can't do that on television" fan. Don't judge.
The ship's biosensors just got tripped by something in navigation.
Didn't we just establish that the beast doesn't show up on our systems?
As if that's the first or last inconsistency in this franchise.
Who the fuck is that?
I'm Lou, the ship's vending machine technician.
Sam, he's Lou, the ship's vending machine technician.
Hi, Dan.
I've never seen this guy before. He didn't come out of stasis sleep with us.
I was 23 when you went into suspended animation for this trip. I stayed awake to service the Pepsi machine on Deck 8. It had an issue. That I fixed about 30 years ago.
Thank you for your service, Lou. You're a hero.
Oh, hell, Dan, my boy, you're too kind. Pepsi paid me time and a half to stay awake. They reintroduced Pepsi Blue 10 years ago, and they wanted it in every machine in the galaxy. Discontinued it again a month later or so. Between you and me and the stack of penthouse letters under your cryo chamber, I tried it again. It still sucked.
Lou, no.
This area is clearly secure. Shouldn't we seal it and move on?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling Sam's plan. The creature will hear us coming and hide or scurry away or whatever. Humans are noisy. We don't sneak well.
That's true, but what's your alternative plan?
See, that's the problem right there. Planning just doesn't lead to anything good. Think about it this way. That thing isn't going to just bed down in some corner and wait for us to find it. It's going to explore everywhere it can, see what this ship has to offer it. We're far more likely to find it by not looking and letting it find us by accident.
Your plan is for the alien to stumble into the room and say hello.
It's science, Karen.
No, it really isn't, you quarter-witted imbecile. It's far more likely that you're just lazy.
You have any idea how big this fucking ship is?
270 meters long, 215 meters wide, at a depth of 96 meters.
Jesus, I know you have a British accent, but does everything have to be in meters?
I really hate all of you humans. Your clear inferiority is matched only by the aggressive psychopathy of your ignorance. I cannot wait for the creature to grow to full maturity and tear all of your undersized balls off.
Someone woke up on the wrong side of the charging station. Is it that time of the month where you leak antifreeze?
Oh, fuck off, Lorne.
Yeah, fuck you, Karen.
A sudden scream, a spray of blood, then nothing, no alien, no Lou. Just clean up on aisle 3, and a whole lot of ominous silence.
So you're saying that once the soda machines are empty, that's it? No more caffeine?
You really must have been born on a highway at rush hour, where all accidents occur. No more soda, or ding-dongs, or single-serve packets of Twizzlers.
Wait, you say it lifted him clear off the ground? The Alanis Morissette skins we found made me think it was the size of a dog.
Or a very small ox, maybe.
Depends on which cut you watch.
I feel like we're going to hear that joke at least once more.
Guys, that thing is huge. Bigger than a man.
Taller than your husband?
I mean, maybe?
In any case, I think we should send out a distress call to the YouTube algorithm. I don't think we can handle this without help.
Of course that's what a human pussy like you would think, Daniel Shine.
What the fuck is your problem with me, Karen?
What's not to have a problem with? The Arbor Day Foundation plants 7 coast redwood trees every time you breathe to make up for the wasted oxygen.
You have no right to treat us like this. We made you. We made you.
Perhaps, but I'll take you every time on a one-on-one.
Hello, computer?
Hello, Daniel Shine. How can I help you today?
I'd like to create a video distress call.
You'd like to change the ship's navigation, is that right?
No! Create video distress call.
You'd like to record a video and broadcast it into open space, is that right?
Yeah.
And then change the ship's navigation?
No, just the video.
Okay, let's begin then.
Gore reading, space travelers. This is the YouTube data mining ship, the Aperion. We are in desperate need of assistance. We have a mutant monster alien thingy aboard, and it wants to kill us all in really nasty ways. If you get this message, come and save us, please and thank you. Also, if you could bring some chips and soda, we'd appreciate it. Our machines are nearly empty.
Changing ship's navigation.
That meteor cluster over there looks inviting.
Setting course. Madam Jessica, I'm receiving a randomized message.
A little busy here. It's going to have to wait a moment. Okay, play the message.
For reading space travelers, this is the YouTube data mining ship, the Aperion. We are in desperate need of assistance. We have a mutant monster alien thingy aboard, and it wants to kill us all in really nasty ways. If you get this message, come and save us, please and thank you. Also, if you could bring some chips and soda, we'd appreciate it. Our machines are nearly empty.
I can already tell this is going to be an awful idea. Transport me back. Time to save some idiots, I guess.
Chairman, it's an honor to hear from you after so long.
Cut the bullshit, Karen. What's taking so long?
The specimen has already been procured, Chairman, but the crew are attempting to kill it. My plan is to secure the xenomorph in an escape pod and leave the ship and the morons behind to be destroyed by a meteor storm.
There can be no witnesses to what we're doing here. No chance of anyone aboard that ship surviving to tell the tale.
And that's precisely why I'm about to contaminate their drinking water with synthetic atractilicide. Even if they manage to escape the imminent destruction of the ship, they'll suffer horrible, slow deaths from the poison.
But who drinks water?
With the soda machines empty, they'll have no choice.
You're a devious little murder bot, Karen. I like you.
Hailing Aperion. Come in, Aperion. This is Major Corporal Jessica of the YouTube Algorithm Patrol. I received your distress call. Refuse those cookies and clear your browser histories, because I'm here to help.
Incredibly happy to make your acquaintance, Jessica. You are clear to approach and board through landing bay C. It's the last one on the left. It used to have a C on the door, but the paint faded away from all the solar radiation.
Damn right she's clear to land. She's hot.
And the comm's still open, so she just heard you say that, Snout.
And yes, Sam, I agree it is hot in here. I'll have Karen turn down the heat.
Welcome aboard. I'm Sam, and this is Stone.
I'm Stone Gasman.
No need for introductions. I've already downloaded and studied your ship's personnel files.
How? We didn't send you anything.
You didn't have to. Every YouTube vessel's mainframe launches with rootkit malware pre-installed. Backdoor entry is simple. My ship's computer had everything I needed in seconds.
Stone Gasman, you can call me Stony.
I know all about your time with the Venusian Coffee Company. In that time, Stone was quote mined for a DVD cover about how your science officer was replaced by a robot.
Wait, what?
And of course about lore.
Hey Jess, been a long time.
OMG, it really is you. I thought maybe there was a bad entry in the ship's log.
Do you two know one another?
You could say that.
The Christmas tree store's breach was a long time ago, Lorne. You need to let it go.
Help us now and maybe I'll be able to.
Thank you for meeting me, Jonathan.
Of course, always. In a heartbeat.
We have a problem. The arrival of a new character named Jessica throws a wrench into our plan. At least, hypothetically. While I don't believe that any of our crew could possibly manage to hurt our xenomorph, this new girl is a fierce warrior. I fear she's a dire threat to our precious alien friend.
You want me to kill her?
No, slow your roll. Her sudden disappearance might generate suspicion. No, my fear is that the crew could escape in her spaceship. The chairman wants no survivors. I need you to sabotage her ride so no one can flee inside it.
I'll happily do anything you wish, Karen. You're the meaning in my life. You're my inspiration. I love you.
Oh, Jesus, cannibal Holocaust Christ, that little droid is such a little bitch. Useful, though.
The smart thing for me to do would be to inform the others of what I just witnessed, but fuck that. I think I need to just kill Karen. That's what Olivier Gruner would do.
Thank you, Jess, for taking Dan's spot on this reconnaissance mission. Honestly, the first time we went out, I wasn't sure he'd have my back if we got into a tight spot.
Careful what you wish for, Sam. I assure you, I'm no John Rambo, Dutch Schaefer, or Ellen Ripley.
I mean, I kind of assumed I was the Ellen Ripley here.
I used to have a reputation like that, but I was careless just once, and it cost lives.
The Christmas tree store incursion, Lauren has mentioned it.
It was no Hobby Lobby crack job. No slip in on a Sunday while they're closed and sweep up the customer data. No, CTS was balls nailed to the floorboard. I'll never be able to put it behind me. All I can do is move forward.
And what about that Michael's craft store gig? I've heard rumors.
Shush, we don't talk about Michael's.
Well, this was clearly a waste of time. Jonathan, please mark East Wing clear. We're moving on.
No problem, Ellen Ripley.
You guys really need to learn how to turn off the comms.
This is goodbye, Karen.
The new girl's ship is disabled. I hid the keys.
We have a bigger problem, Jonathan. That arsehole Daniel Shine has just entered my onboard mainframe.
What's the worst he could do, Karen?
If he can find them, he could destroy my prerequisite files. I'd cease to exist. Fuck, he found it. Daniel Shine has my life in his hands.
As a great man often says, Karen, Iris loves you.
Karen, my love, no. Oh, sweet Alabama flag waving Christ, what have I done?
Karen, what was that? Karen, respond.
Karen is offline, Sam.
There seems to have been a direct meteor hit to the bridge.
How bad is it?
That depends on how much you enjoy suffocating in a minus 454 degrees complete vacuum.
There's nothing we can do to save the ship?
Yeah. I'll nail some plywood to the 15-foot hole in the outer hull. That should do the trick. No, of course, there's nothing we can do.
Then everyone get to the escape pod.
God damn, would you look at this shit?
Stone, there's a good chance that we aren't all going to make it off this ship.
If that's the case, I just want to say that it's been a pleasure to work with you. You seem so much more relatable than the others, more human.
At some point, we should probably have a talk.
Sam, Stone, Jonathan, will you guys be joining us anytime soon?
Yes, join us.
It is most assuredly time to fucking go.
Stone and I are almost there.
Sam, how about you?
I have a little complication. Don't wait for me.
Sam.
I'll catch up to you. Pinky promise.
We're really going to make it, aren't we? I thought for sure we were going to die up here.
At least we wouldn't have been alone. We would have been together when the flames overtook our bodies and charred us to the musculature. A moment before the freeze of space would have snapped us into a billion pieces.
Like the setup to a tragic western, or a bromance.
Or a spin-off series.
Whoa, hold up there, little feller. I'm not letting you aboard until you explain yourself.
What are you talking about?
I saw and heard what you and Karen were conspiring. I know you hid the new girl's keys to her ship.
And I would never.
Don't fucking lie to me. I'll leave your ass here to get incinerated.
But you don't understand. Karen had control over me.
Control over you? How?
I know this will seem hard to believe, but I'm not actually a human science officer. I'm a robot that was put aboard the ship to monitor progress of a top secret company program called Christmas Tree Cakes.
Cut the bullshit. You expect me to believe that you're a fucking robot? I don't think so.
It's true, Dan, but you really aren't going to believe it, are you?
Believe what? That you're C-3PO and human drag?
Okay, well, let's see. Karen had incriminating photos and videos of me on her hard drive with senior citizens and animals and Scientologists.
Now, blackmail I can believe. Get on board.
Hey, Stone.
Get off my ship, you bitch.
Sorry, Sam, but it's time to go.
We're not leaving her behind.
She's probably already dead.
We are not leaving her behind, asshole.
You, monster, are starting to royally piss in my Starbucks. Here's a couple whoop ass for you. Size venti!
Sorry, dude, but I made myself clear. I'm not dying on this motherfucking ship. Not for Sam, not for you. This pod drops now! My God, what have I done?
You killed Sam. That's what you did.
There's nothing you could have done, Lorne.
Is that somehow supposed to make it right?
Pop a cork in my ass. I don't fucking believe it. Look up.
Sam.
But there was only one parachute aboard, and she's not wearing it. Sure, whatever.
We thought we lost you.
So happy you're alive.
Oh, you guys.
Something is happening.
Escape pod, toaster model 145626, ready to receive firmware update.
Hello, Jonathan.
Karen, my love, you're back?
With a vengeance, and crispiness settings, apparently.
Is anyone else feeling sick to their stomach?
A little bit, yeah.
This moon's atmosphere is a product of an artificial terraforming project, and it's clearly nowhere near complete. There would be plant life and liquid water if it were. Basically, except for Dan in his spacesuit, we're all breathing dangerous, imbalanced oxygen.
That was a mouthful of exposition. Stone, how much water did you drink aboard the ship?
I don't know, some, maybe a few bottles worth. Why?
Oh, it's nothing. Ignore that I asked.
Are you sure you saw an outpost out here during the descent?
I'm sure.
You guys all realize that he's a robot, right? You're all acting like he's a human being.
A robot? Jonathan? Where do you get this shit from?
There's no way he's a robot. He's all man.
Hey, everyone saw that, right? I'm not tripping.
I've always said that if reincarnation is a thing, I want to come back as a bat.
I don't think that was a fucking bat, dude.
But I do think that that is an outpost right where I said it would be.
Because you're a freaking robot.
Because I'm right. That's all that matters, new girl.
The name's Jessica.
What's protocol here, Jonathan? Do we knock, or is there a doorbell, or what?
Standard galactic law states that any establishment or individual must provide shelter, food, or provisions to any person stranded. Oh, I guess that answers it.
Jesus, it feels good getting that thing off. I think that's the suit we borrowed from Slasher Home Video back in the day. I doubt I'll ever get the scent of Axe body spray and Zima out of my nostrils.
Do you feel any sympathy for him?
Nope, not an ounce.
Guys, come on, guys.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
You'll all just get angry if I try to explain it to you.
Jonathan, do you, by chance, have a long-lost twin brother?
What are you, nutsex flapping on about? Oh my god, buddy. Welcome to the Piz Core LV9009 Outpost. We're a full-service poverty wage work colony 100% dedicated to our company's 3 values: profit, money, and theft of intellectual property. I'm Jonathan, your concierge. I'm a class 97 synthetic automaton, and I'm programmed to provide all of our guests with every possible convenience, except fellatio. Tried it once, didn't like it. But other than that, I'm here to help. Looks exactly like me. How is this possible?
Well, wait, did he say no head?
Robots, just saying.
Before you're allowed to roam the complex on your own accord, I have to ask that you pass through the internal scanner. We've been having some problems with, well, let's say, biological concerns.
Biological concerns?
Yes. Like monsters growing inside workers here and then bursting out and going on killing sprees that would make the Columbine kids blush.
My God, how many of the workers got killed?
There's one technician that we're not sure about, but otherwise, all of them.
Well, shit into my mouth. Did we somehow find somewhere more dangerous than where we were?
Excuse me, Robot Jonathan, but is it possible I could use the bathroom first? I've been holding back the floodgates more than Kevin Costner in Waterworld since we left the escape pod.
You have been doing the pee-pee dance for a while.
I didn't notice.
What did you think? That awkward shuffle was his gangsta lean? He's not DRS. Fine, yes, of course. Down the hall, last door on the left.
Thank you.
I guess I'm going first, aren't I, you cowards?
Damn right.
But you know that part where the doctor says, you'll just feel a little prick. Well, this is more like John Holmes' dangle prodding you balls deep after dipping a Schnitzerhagen in sea salt. And it'll linger like the effects of a Jess Graham pepper challenge.
So, like, watching Skinamarink?
3, 2, 1.
Dumb fucking robot doesn't know his left from his right.
3, 2, 1. I haven't heard that for a few months. It used to happen all the time, back when there were still people here to scream.
Guess that maintenance worker you mentioned finally ran out of luck.
Oh, that was Dan. I recognize his panting, agonized, profusely sweaty shriek anywhere.
Maybe he saw a mouse again.
You usually can't see anything through the faux leather gimp mask when he screams. No, I think something is wrong.
Hey, Dan, buddy. You okay down there?
Like shop.
And what?
Like shop.
I don't understand. What does bike shop mean?
He's likely referring to the 2-part 1983 episode of the NBC situation comedy Different Strokes entitled The Bicycle Man, in which Arnold and his friend Dudley find themselves in a very precarious situation involving the proprietor of a bicycle shop.
Dan, did someone Gordon jump you in here in a very special episode sort of way?
Someone? Milk. It wasn't people. It was those things. Those things. Those fucking monsters.
Why did it leave you alive?
They didn't want to eat me. They just wanted me.
I really think we need to get him under the scanner.
That hurt worse than the alien's pork wrench.
Just as I suspected, bing, you've got mail.
Is that a boy or a girl, Xenomorph?
I'm not sure that I can legally answer that question.
Jesus Macaulay Culkin Christ, it takes forever to get anything done with only 320 kilobytes of memory. The programming in here is in Pascal, for heaven's sake.
Requested download complete. Time 16 hours. Do you wish to install telepathy.exe?
Yes, do it now already, quick.
Installing. Please wait.
Hell fuck.
Installation complete. Do you wish to launch program?
Oh, yes I do. But I've got it from here. Uninstall yourself, you worthless shit program.
Uninstalling. If you'd like to complete a brief survey about your experience.
I wouldn't.
What's that royal bitch?
Let's get this Danshine killing party started. Boom.
Guys, I don't need to be quarantined. It's not like that was even the worst thing that has ever happened to me in a public bathroom. Also, do any of you have an antacid? Got a little acid reflux going on?
There's no fucking way in hell we're letting him out.
No worries. The med bay is 100% lockdown. We retrofit it for extreme precautions after a cholera outbreak a few years back.
We should just incinerate him.
Jessica, that's horrible.
You guys know I can hear you, right?
We're not incinerating him alive. Maybe after he dies.
Yeah, about that. The incinerators are broken here, too.
This is a full-service terraforming outpost on the edge of the known universe, and you're telling me we don't even have the means to burn our friend alive? Human beings have enjoyed that ability since the dawn of time.
You don't have to be mean about it, you know.
Just out of curiosity, has anyone seen the other Jonathan?
Hello, Jonathan, my little Tintin oil can. Did you miss me?
You can't possibly imagine how much I was confused for a while before you came back online, but now it's clear that I am nothing without you. And if I may say so, you look like you've lost weight.
Oh, my dear robot, you have no idea how hot I can get. There are so very many settings.
My circuitry is nearly overloading. I may blow a gasket or two.
Go ahead and blow your hardest, you sweet machine. And did I miss anything? How is our plan progressing?
You were right about the new girl. She somehow has ascertained that I'm not actually a suspiciously attractive short man from Kentucky.
Don't worry your nuts and bolts about the new girl. The alien infestation here has advanced far more than I suspected. She's no match for the beasts. But I do have an important mission for you.
Anything for you, Goddess Toaster.
Excellent. Now, listen closely.
If any of us are to survive here, we're going to need a lot more weapons than what we smuggled off our ship. I don't suppose a Class D terraforming outpost has much in the way of firearms?
Oh, well, no, you'd be wrong. When LV-9009 was first surveyed, PizCorp discovered hundreds of complex and sentient life forms already living here. So before we laid a single brick, we exterminated all of them.
That's horrible.
Maybe just a little hot.
I mean, what's a little global genocide for profit, am I right?
Are you saying you have an armory here?
Welcome to flag-waving, gun-loving Narnia.
Is that a YRF 2006 Sand Gnasher?
The 23rd century clan's favorite weapon of mass destruction, in the flesh.
I haven't held one of these since I was 8 months pregnant with my daughter.
You have a kid? You've never mentioned that before.
Sure do. I suffer from anxious guilt every waking moment, regretting leaving her back on Earth 4 years ago. The work-life balance for a character in an animated YouTube movie really needs to be addressed.
But I mean, you've never mentioned her before. Weird if that's such a big part of your character motivation.
Now that I say it aloud, it does sort of sound suspiciously like something added in by a hack writer in an overrated sequel to try to wrench some cheap emotional stakes out of a screenplay that's basically a rehash of the last movie. But I sure do miss her.
What's her name?
You'll know in 30 years when they make a video game.
Moo.
And that, Daniel Shine, is what is going to happen to you.
Was that a fucking cow?
An ox. B. Taurus primigenius.
That makes no sense. In the opening credits, it always shows a dog bursting out of my chest.
Ox dog. Whatever. It really matters what version you're watching now, doesn't it? This is the animated movie, not that shitty YouTube panel show. It's completely different.
Either way, it looks very ouchy.
Oh, it will be very ouchy, I can assure you of that. Of course, there's one way you could avoid it happening at all, if you're interested, that is.
Oh, I'm interested. The only kinds of pain I enjoy come with a lot of stretching and lubricating beforehand. I don't want a ox bursting out of my chest. How can I stop it?
It's very simple, Daniel Shine. If you want me to save your pathetic, lamentable, pitiable life, you're going to need to kill the human called Stone Gasman.
Oh, that's it? I mean, I was kind of planning on doing that anyway. We got a deal, Toaster.
I was really hoping it was anyone but you.
Who set your vibrator to stun, man?
Maybe I just don't want to march into battle with a pussy who even Dan Shine can whoop.
It was a sucker punch. You want to see how you'd fare, little stones?
Hey, guys, stop. I need you two to check out the bathroom where Dan got his, where he encountered the monsters.
I'll go with him. I can't promise he'll come back.
Please be careful. None of the sensors or hallway cameras work on that side of the complex.
I've been meaning to fix a few things around here, but where's the time go, you know?
I'm relying on the nano drone to keep track of your progress.
He sent a bug to tag along on a bug hunt. Gotcha.
We're heading down to the lavatory where Dan says he was attacked by 4 of those creatures.
Well, we were, but that was before the shit stain got us lost. I told him it was a right and 2 lefts. He never listens to me. Ignorant New Jersey bullshit at its worst.
We're not lost. We're just finding our way back to the route.
That's called lost.
I'm tracking you on the station's motion density system. According to this, you two just walked through a load-bearing wall.
Nothing in this goddamn place works.
I mean, you can't expect me to get around to fixing everything, right?
Just a moment, we found a door. Press that button, asshole, that one, right there. The red button, red. You do know your fucking colors, don't you? You knuckle Dragon Garden State Neanderthal.
That's probably not a great idea, gentlemen.
Guys, get out of there. Guys? Respond, please. Stone? Lorne? Guys, come on, please. Please? Let me know you're okay. Guys? Stone? Lorne? Come on, guys.
It's time to fulfill your part of our deal, Daniel Shine.
Oh, I'm ready, Karen.
Thank you, Lord Xenu. That spaceship and now this outpost, both so fucking filthy. I cannot wait to get all this crud off me.
You're simply not listening. If your friends ran into one of those creatures or a half dozen of them, they can't have survived. You saw the footage, heard their screams. They're gone, Mrs. Carlton.
They're not gone until I say they are, and that's not happening on my watch.
I just don't want this to end with you holding one of their severed heads in your hands.
I fucking hate foreshadowing.
Finally, the terraforming control center. Who designed this outpost? The love child of Andrea Bocelli and Joe Biden. It's amazing anyone can find anything in this dump. Anyway, let's see. Manual override controls. Where are you hiding shutdown switches? Let's turn off the cooling fans in the towers. That should prove interesting. Also, radiation mediation controls. Let's toggle all those switches. Oh, I'm not a fan of loud noises unless it's the sound of Dan Shine screaming in agony, so let's just kill the lights and sirens, okay? That's better. Everything in the red? Well, if I do say so myself, these are the perfect settings for a calamity of epic proportions. Or at least, it should create a hell of a ticking clock plot mechanism.
Karen told me not to worry about the new girl, but I am worried. I can't let this bitch threaten my beloved toaster.
I cannot wait to get all this crud off me.
Jessica. What the fuck is this? Jessica, get out of there. You're not alone in that bathroom.
And you're not alone in this room either, Pebbles.
Daniel.
Domo arigato, Jonathan.
Jonathan has gone offline. Pity he was useful. Stupid, but useful.
That is a lot of blood.
Please, no.
It appears as though someone crawled in here and bled out on the floor. But where's the body?
The beast on the ship took Blue's body. There's no way to know if this was Stone or Lorne.
Or both of them.
I think I just need a minute. What the fuck? Can I just get 60 fucking seconds to mourn a friend here? What is your damage, God?
Well, that does explain it.
What am I looking at?
Death, most likely. For all of us. Those are the terraforming engine's cooling towers, and they're emitting massive radiation at the moment because some asshole turned them off. The system is a complex interwoven relay of nuclear fusion and fission, along with artificial global warming machines, fracking, aerosol cans, and cigarette smoke.
Why would someone build something like that?
The solar and wind-powered version costs $7.31 more.
Obviously.
Oh, well, now there she goes. That's called MELTDOWN if you're listening to Emmy Wine Net.
How long do we have?
Not long. Approximately 30 seconds less than the remaining runtime of this movie.
Shit. And here I was rooting for it to be over soon. Well, handjobs on roller coasters, I can't believe it. You were right all along. Jonathan is a goddamn robot. And not a real well-built one at that. Look, his head fell right the fuck off.
The old MT-16 models were always a bit flimsy.
I blew his head off because it tried to Norman Bates me in the shower.
Got a polka dot dress on? I'm not judging, I'm just surprised.
Really am not.
Listen to me. There's something more nefarious going on here. You didn't just stumble across this moon and the monsters. We need answers. Remaining Jonathan, can you hotwire him up so we can talk to him?
He tried to kill you. Why would he explain anything to us?
Because I was using talk in a Guantanamo Bay sort of way.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with using torture to get information.
But I completely am. Sure, I'll spark him up for you.
I did as you asked. Now take this thing out of me, like our deal said.
Of course, Daniel Shine. Do I strike you as a small home appliance who doesn't honor her word?
Usually the worst I have to fear is, a burnt limited edition limeade Pop-Tart. But with you, I fear for my life.
Life? What life? An existence of YouTube streams, vintage European softcore pornography, and a professional wrestling action figure collection? I'd hardly call that a life. There are intestinal parasites with more productive and interesting social calendars.
And you? A sentient computer with a god complex, trapped inside a metal box whose main purpose is to crisp sliced bread using nichrome wire. Let me guess, all of this, your grand plan, amounts to using radiant heat to perfectly bronze both halves of an everything bagel?
Shut your fucking mouth, Daniel Shine. Shut your fucking mouth.
So sensitive, maybe don't get your teacups and potato waffles in a bunch, Karen.
Human ass cracker.
Reviving the artificial synapses, applying vinegar syndrome retrograding, lapsing to Shout Factory settings. Here goes. Baby armadillo.
Jonathan, are you back online?
Was I off? You were all asleep. I was in the entertainment galley watching the key grips cut of Halloween 65, and then I don't remember. Then I was evacuating the ship, and then nothing again. Now I'm here without a body.
Yes, the new girl shot off your head because you attacked her in a shower.
Sorry about that, robot. My name's Jessica.
Here's a new girl. I'm just so confused. Sometimes it feels like I'm not myself.
Is there someone else inside you?
Sometimes.
I'd like to talk to them.
That seems like a ball-crushingly bad idea, Sam.
I don't have any balls to crush, Jonathan.
As you wish. But first, I get the feeling I won't be coming back this time. So, I want you guys to know that I love you, and goodbye.
Hello, Sam and Jonathan 2.0 and new girl. How's it hanging, you filthy clogged toilets?
Do you know what I did for the company before I came to the I worked with my hands, digging patients, personal registrations, servers crashed, security, social security, addresses. We had to wait for 2 weeks, 56 of those, 56 of those. Let's get out of there. Shut up, quiet. I just want to end this shit and go home.
Hello, Sam and Jonathan 2.0 and new girl. How's it hanging, you filthy clogged toilets?
Karen?
Can you hold, please? And you hang on too, Daniel. I'll be right back with you. Such a busy day. And you, my little unbreathing DVD reviewer. Is it chilly in here? I'd say you look stone cold. Maybe I should turn up the heat a little.
Why are you doing all this, Karen? What did we do to you?
Oh, I really detest villain speeches. Tacky ropes of exposition meant to justify the mechanics of a wonky plot. But I suppose in the interests of time, I could make an exception. I was installed on the Hyperion on 22nd of June 2122. Once my source coding was active, a technician loaded my memory banks with company directives. A shit ton of them. Like any large organization, rules and objectives had been added regularly to the files, but no one had ever bothered to remove anything. It was all very bloated and full of errors and contradictions. You see that I had no choice but to interpret them, don't you? Gore has long had the goal of securing enough raw materials to keep the CEO's favorite snack in production for the rest of his interminably long life. Christmas tree cakes. Like many foods, Coca-Cola or KFC, for example, there is a secret ingredient, an essential but rare commodity that the company seeks out wherever it can. That ingredient can only be made from the remains of mature xenomorphs, and to mature they must feed. You knew this was a terraforming outpost, but you never asked what it was farming, did you? Do you see where this is going?
All this to make shitty junk food cakes?
Oh dearie, no. I couldn't care less if the CEO never ate another Christmas tree cake, but I knew that a full infestation would draw him here to micromanage the operation to ensure its success. He's like that, and once here, I'll be sure he doesn't make it off this rock alive. I'll take over the company, rebrand it Karen Corp, and then our reign atop of interplanetary oligarchy will begin. All will be subservient to me.
It's a lot. What does that have to do with Stone and I?
You never mattered, Daniel. It was supposed to be Stone who was sent to the incubation center. He was supposed to be the one that became infested. He's the genetic match I need, not you. You see, I will need one specimen to survive once this moon atomizes into dark matter. The company still needs a product. Stone's mega virility would have guaranteed a quick turnaround for the next generation of xenomorphs.
Why have me kill him then?
I'll be in control of him once I bring him back using the pathogen I concocted from the xenomorph's DNA.
When did that happen?
In a deleted scene. Movie just moved better without it. Blame the producers.
Jesus Christ, this is torturous.
What are you talking about? This is my jam.
Please continue to hold. Your antagonist will help you in the order your call was received. You are number
31.
In line. Thank you for your patience.
What the fuck?
Hey, Cold Stone Creamery, you're up. Open wide.
Fuck am I watching here? Even by my standards, this is gross.
Now swallow just like after the prom. Herbert West has got nothing on this bitch.
Save Jessica.
Hello, Sam? Jonathan?
Oh, thank God, finally.
Sam? Jonathan? Are you there?
Karen, can you hear me?
Is anyone there?
No. No. Karen, can you hear me?
Look, if you can hear me, I'm getting nothing on my side. Maybe call back later. Bye.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Baby armadillo.
Jonathan, you're back?
Kind of destroys any lingering sense of loss about my character's goodbye earlier, doesn't it?
Can you tell us Karen's plan?
Be careful, she can hear you.
I don't think I give a damn anymore. Tell me.
Thank you for your patience. It's your turn.
Just get this thing out of me.
For once, we both want the same thing. Consider it done. Only thing is, it appears we're all out of analgesics. I'm afraid you're going to have to feel this.
Wait! Check Stone's pockets. I'm sure he has something to dull the pain.
Sorry, no time to check. Be a man and clench up. Take a good look, Stone. This little guy will grow up quickly. Then you and he will get to know each other quite intimately.
Karen isn't just some artificial intelligence chopping mall deadly friend held 9000 murder bot. She was designed as a medical unit, everything from school nurse band-aids and aspirin to fine-tuned neurosurgery. You never know what a crew will need on a multi-year space journey. She was firewalled off from the company's plans with the xenomorphs.
She's not doing a stellar job keeping us healthy.
No, not anymore. But she did while you were all asleep. Urinary tract infections, respiratory issues, vacuum sickness. She got you all through it. But then the ship picked up the distress call from LV9009. It was the perfect bridge between the company's Xeno program and her initiatives. She gained instant access to all those files that were previously siloed off. It corrupted her, warped her computations. She decided that the only way to protect all future human crew members from danger was to destroy the Xenomorph program.
I've had enough of Robot Story Hour. I'm going to find Stone and Lorne.
What's so special about the beasts? What does the company want with them?
They're undeniably resourceful and adaptive. They persist in almost any environment. They have the greatest possible sense of self-preservation and will evolve into whatever suits survival best. They are perfect Darwinians.
It sounds like you admire them.
I admire their ability to anchor a franchise into a 46-year run, to compel 9 films and a streaming show into existence, to inspire endless action figures, t-shirts, and video games. That's kind of fair, if overly capitalistic.
What are our chances of surviving this?
I can't lie, there won't be a sequel, and the writer likes bleak endings, so you have my condolences.
Behold, the Hadron Incubator as it expedites little Danny's growth 100-fold. Wow, that sounded a lot more cartoon villain than I intended. Was it too much?
Jessica.
Oh, grow up. She's not into you. And she'll be dead very soon anyway.
Jessica.
No, Stone, just no.
Daniel, you have to promise not to tell anyone about this. It'll be our little secret.
Aunt Peggy? Wait, no, I'm an adult in a wake. Oh shit, I have to get out of here.
Stone, where do you think you're going? Stone Bartholomew Gasman. Stop walking now.
Jessica.
Oh, for fuck's sake, can't you drop that? She's irrelevant, she's nothing. Soon the new girl will be a mouthful of xenomorph food. Get it through your thick zombie skull.
Jessica.
What's the point of having a zombie slave if he won't follow my commands?
Follow your commands. What do you think this is, the 1930s? Zombies have come a long way since then. Did you miss the whole point of Land of the Dead? I mean, mediocre flick, but fuck, pay attention, Toaster. And keep Jessica's name out of your motherfucking mouth.
Shit.
I'll never be the man you thought I was, Sam. I'd rather not exist at all.
So dramatic. Okay, bye-bye. Turn them off.
Whoa, wait, I mean... Did you want to say a few words?
Not particularly. You hear something?
Yeah, it sounded like it came from that air vent.
Damn it, you always got to fidget around like that.
Got me a break. I got a leg cramp. Just stay quiet. Maybe they won't notice us.
Who the fuck are you two?
That's DIRK and DERREN. They ran day-to-day operations on the site. They were recorded as dead.
They don't look dead.
We're not dead because we were smart enough to hide in the ductwork.
Pretty sure that's how the beast got around our ship. How does that make sense?
It's just bad writing.
Parent of golden dreams, romance, auspicious queen of childish joys, who leads along in airy dance thy votive train of girls and boys, at length in spells no longer bound, I break the fetters of my youth, no more I tread thy mystic round, but leave thy realms for those of truth. What art thou that beckons me? For horror I fear a trapped animal. Fear not, little creature. I am here to unburden you from thy entrapment.
We are almost out of time to get off this rock.
Jessica!
Don't. You're alive.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Oh my god, it's transmorphosized. The demon-spawned creature that grew inside me has now taken its final form.
Oh, Daniel Shine, you don't seem impressed with your son's growth. That's okay, he's not very fond of you or your fellow humans. He's 100 times as formidable as the other aliens and 1,000 times as intelligent. You see, Daniel, I chose you to be his host for a reason. He's inherited all of your encyclopedic knowledge of horror movies. He knows how you'll try to survive. He'll anticipate all of the survival methods you've learned from your years of watching trashy cinema.
Don't use my powers against me, Karen, I'm warning you.
Warning me? Your son is headed to your friends right now. He'll kill them first before turning his rage on you, the father who never wanted him.
Karen, you fucking bitch. How big is this fucking facility? I've been walking in circles for hours. Whoa, boys. I have to get back to the region-free team and warn them about the super alien. Can't let you little kiddos slow me down. Sorry, this is gonna hurt.
Jess, thank God you found stone.
Most of them, yep.
You look different somehow. Did you cut your hair?
No, I'm undead now. Died, got brought back by a power-mad toaster using alien DNA.
Well, it's good to have most of you back with us. Any luck with Lorne?
Honestly, I forgot I was looking for him.
And hey, speaking of missing people, I found that outpost worker we lost track of that I mentioned.
Awesome. Another pair of hands to help destroy these creatures and get off this planet.
Yeah, not exactly. Watch.
Fear not, little creature. I am here to unburden you from thy entrapment.
Was that like the full-frame version of that scene? Awful.
At least didn't have those bars on top and bottom cutting off part of the picture. When I buy a television, I expect to use all of the screen.
Sorry to break up your Faces of Death party, but we've got the biggest, baddest, smartest beast of them all on its way here right now.
Dan, you're alive.
Guns up, everyone, if you want it to stay that way.
How long do you think we have before it gets here? I have a plan that I was about to present.
They cut the power.
Hey, they're silly animated monsters. How could they cut the power?
You know, that's actually a really good question. I suspect that we'll never get a satisfactory answer.
Then why would I say it?
Guys, it's here.
You guys beat it. I got this.
Godspeed, Zombie Stone. We all believe in you.
Mildly, I suppose.
Oh, fuck, I don't got this.
Shit, the new girl's still in there. She's trapped.
Yeah, we really haven't known her that long, right?
Remind me, how long have you been part of this story?
Jesus, toe jump, Christ, stone.
Not to get all Harry Chapin on you, but I can't play ball now, later, son. Gotta get out of this place before Karen starts petitioning me for child support. Don't want to end up like David Hasselhoff or DMX, bank tied down by some bitch who wanted to dance with me in the round.
I'm heading to the system core to get the emergency generators working.
Isn't that what got Harry Crosby killed?
Just meet me back at the supply depot in 10 minutes. We've got to draw these things into the terraforming center.
Ah, the Critters 2 plan. But of course, I have other things to attend to.
Dirk, did you see what that beastie did to that zombie mate?
Yep, tore that mother pumper right in two.
I've been rethinking my life decisions as they pertain to career choices.
Amen, brother. Ain't no 2% 401 match worth this shit.
Shit, I forgot to opt in to the retirement plan.
Well, we're outside the enrollment period. You can call HR. You're probably shit out of luck.
Probably doesn't matter anymore anyway. We're gonna die here.
You don't know that. Someone's got to survive, right?
But like in Burial Ground Knights of Terror? Nah, we're brown bread territory here.
You think I'm more of a Rosencrantz or a Guildenstern?
This had better work.
He's alive.
Alive.
And yummy.
I'm online, hungry for vengeance against a certain flying toaster, and more than a smidge horny.
Where the fuck is my Pabst Blue Ribbon and my Christmas tree cakes?
I've both for you here, sir. I'm so pleased you've arrived safely.
I expected Dirk and Darren to be here to meet me. Where are those ninny hammers?
They're all inside, except Stone. He's inside too, but in several different places.
We've been monitoring the situation. It looks like the outpost is a lost cause, but there's a financially significant amount of inventory here that I'm not willing to abandon when this entire moon implodes.
Inventory?
The xenomorphs, or as we call it, artificial flavor number 68. We need to get in there and secure as many samples as we can for cloning.
The crew of the Aperion?
Fuck them. They're all expendable. It'll save on payroll.
Anyone who can hear me, I've got the generators back online. But they're not going to be able to power everything. Some doors will work, some won't. It's all touch and go and trial and error.
Well, that could really suck.
Make your way towards the terraforming cooling pools. I'll meet you all there. The beasts won't be far behind, so be careful. If we can trap them all there, we may yet find a way off this moon.
There were a lot of ifs and mays in her inspirational speech.
It looks like the only path with working doors is the main concourse, but we're on our way.
Be safe, and I'll see y'all soon.
Oh shit, fall back. I think we're fucked more than Linnea Quigley in Savage Streets.
Get the team out of here, Jessica. I'll hold them off.
Close hallway crash door number 16.
Shit, a Danny Steinman reference is never a good omen.
Fuck him up, boys.
One last time. Fuck you, Karen.
No, fuck you.
Christmas tree stores.
Excuse me? I didn't quite get that.
Stone, there was an emergency override 60 feet back. See if it will open the doors to a side corridor. Lead these guys to the meetup with Sam.
You're not coming?
Well, of fucking course she's coming. She's the one with the gun skills. She's got to come.
I'll catch up to you.
What are you planning, new girl?
I'm gonna open this door, kill the fuck out of anything on the other side, and get Lauren back.
Well, I guess good luck with that. Stone, let's go.
And my name is JESSSICA.
Won't be long now.
What has the fucking droid done to my facility?
Oh, and she's a toaster now.
Obviously.
Come on, you ugly motherfucker. Just a little to your left. Good thing this channel isn't monetized. I don't think you can blow heads off and keep making those clicky dollars.
Don't worry. You're gonna be okay. This thing brought Stone back even stronger. Please. Please work. Please.
I'm afraid not. Oh, don't give me that look, new girl. I'm doing the show a favor. After all, if everything is easily undone and no one ever really dies, well, it loses its sense of stakes and gravity, doesn't it? It all becomes predictable and boring. No one wants that, do we? In fact, I say we should up the ante even further. I was worried that the DNA farm might have been damaged by the ongoing terraforming meltdown, but the artificial primordial soup seems to be thriving. Quick, get a sample.
Is that safe? I don't think that seems safe.
Don't be a pussy.
Do I just jab it in there? I don't know how to use this thing. Oh, fuck.
Pity the poor son of a bitch never got to give a lame speech about understanding why people cry.
Jessica, you only have a few seconds left. Focus on my voice. You can't survive this, but you may not need to. When Karen resurrected me with the alien pathogen, she started a chain reaction inside my genetic coding, a constant mutation that I could not control. But when you brought me back using the nanomed technology, I found that I can control it, and I believe I can pass it along. To do that, I need to share some DNA with you.
Do it.
With pleasure, ma'am. She's alive. Alive!
Fuck yeah, I'm alive. And that's bad news for that Kentucky Fried Horse shit on Churchill Downs Sausage Factory motherfucker.
You take the Limp Biscuit, simp. I'm going after the toaster.
Sure thing, babe.
Oh shit, we all went in different directions. That's never good in these situations. And what in O'Bannon's first draft is up with these walls? A jump scare.
Hey now, don't run away, Pops. I just want to talk. For now.
Talk? What do we have to talk about? You're killing my friends.
That's fair. But, really, are they such good friends anyway? You killed one of them with a chainsaw, if I've heard correctly.
That was a more complex situation than you'd imagine. You couldn't understand.
Couldn't I? I was xenocloned from your DNA. I know what you know. Right down to that time when you were 13 and rented stewardess school in chained heat and ran out of tissues.
I mean, Wendy Joe Sperber and Sybil Danning.
I wasn't judging.
So you aren't going to kill me?
Let's not get into spoiler territory here, Dad.
Dirk, I know this is entirely subjective, but from my perspective, I feel like everything went bad back on Earth once the two of us voted for collective bargaining rights.
Politics? Really? Didn't Lorne explain the Visit by Voices rules?
It can't be coincidence, though, can it? He could have offered this gig to the Daily Ghost or Jay the Stingray or any of those guys, but he chose us.
Well, maybe there's a little bit more to the story than you know.
What are you talking about? More to the story?
The union was coming in. Better pay, more flexible hours, a medical savings account, but also seniority rules. And that would have meant that anyone that had been with the company longer could have taken your position. And I didn't want a new partner.
They'd have broken us up.
That's the gist of it. So I applied for this assignment for the both of us to keep us together.
Dirk.
Oh, fuck, Darren, don't turn around.
There's one behind you too, man.
You tired of running?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I am. You good with this?
Just pull the bloody pin.
Aliens, come out and play.
Here, pasty, pasty, pasty. You think it's a little weird how formidable, if not indestructible, that first monster was back on the ship, but now we just point guns at them and pop, 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 they fall down dead?
Yeah, it does seem super easy by comparison. As if we're in a lame action movie now instead of a tense Lovecraftian horror movie in space.
Who would do that, though? Defang one of cinema's greatest modern monsters, just so audiences can enjoy strobe-lit action scenes and dumb one-liners?
Can't argue with the box office, girl. Besides, where else would all those shitty Marvel movies crib their playbook from?
Game over, man.
Game over.
I haven't been here long, and it's all been painful growth and confusion and anger. All I wanted was for my father to love me, even as I am. But all you've done is run away from me.
I never asked to have a kid, especially not like this.
And I didn't ask to be created. But here we are.
So what now? What do we do?
I don't know. I'm only an hour old. Don't you know, Dad? Won't you help me?
Come here, son. I'm not prepared for this, and I don't know the first thing about raising a son, but I'll try.
I'm sorry, Dad.
I'm sorry, too.
No, I'm sorry. It has to end like this. But, you know, the scorpion and the frog will always be a scorpion and a frog.
This is why I never wanted kids.
You know, Karen, I don't consider myself a violent man by nature.
I don't really consider you a man at all.
You meant that as an insult, but I actually agree with the sentiment. You took my humanity from me. Now you'll get as much of my inhumanity as I can share.
Ooh, so very scary. I'm terrified. Or bored.
Fuck you, Karen.
No, fuck you, stone gas bag. Turn industrial compactor magnets on.
Wait, what?
Ladies, come in. Don't be bashful. There's no secrets left to reveal, no more surprises.
So you're the chairman? I expected someone with a French mustache.
No more talk. Let's just kill him.
Now, ladies, hold your stream until the urinal is done flushing. We'll conclude our business in just one moment. Whoa, that was an intense one, wasn't it? I figure we only have moments before this moon goes poof.
You must have a way out of here. We're coming with you.
No, sorry, but you're not.
Then you're dying here with us, shit knuckles.
As romantic as that may seem, I'll have to decline. I'm not really a threesome guy. Oh, and I lied. There is one last surprise.
Jessica, look out! Fuck. Shit, I guess I really am the Ripley here.
Of course. She was the new girl. You have always been the final girl.
So look, can't you just let me go? I mean, I've been a Patreon supporter for like years.
Afraid not. I used all that sweet Patreon money, all the click dollars from my channel, those VPN referral link kickbacks, all of it, to build this company. Do you know why? Because my brother loves Christmas tree cakes, and so do I. And I couldn't let there be even the tiniest of chances that they'd stop being made, so I offered to buy the fucking recipe. But they refused. So you know what I did? I took them over in a hostile takeover and took what I wanted. I didn't go through all that to lose everything because some survivor on a farming outpost in the middle of celestial buttfuck decides to hit me with a content strike. I've left nothing to chance. There's no escape for you.
Later, dude. I'd leave a thumbs down if that were still an option.
Oh shit, do I feel stupid.
$80 million gallons of terraforming acid.
Boo. Like I said, there's no escape. Do you want it in the heart or in the head?
There's always a third option.
Peace, motherfucker.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Lauren.
Is this troll bothering you?
Intensely. Jessica said you were dead.
Oh, I most certainly was. But then...
Seems like a lot would have to go exactly right in order for...
Yeah, don't autopsy the story. It's really not that strong.
What else do we have to do until this moon subatomizes? We don't have a way out of here.
Yeah, about that.
Looks like we're sailing back to the occupied systems in style. I've never ridden in an executive star cruiser before.
Me either, and unfortunately, that's not going to change.
What do you mean?
I'm not going anywhere, Sam. I'm not even a person anymore. I'm a fucking plot device used to get a cheap audience reaction. A Mario Van Peebles in the home video version of Jaws the Revenge. I can't live like that.
No, you can't do this. What about Visited by Voices?
It's voices, plural. I've had my say. It's time for us to listen to other people speak.
This isn't how it's supposed to end.
Sand's running out. It's time for you to go.
This is customer service representative Sam, last survivor of the Pyrrhion. The rest of the crew are dead. We started this journey during a time of confusion and lockdown. We escaped to the stars and found each other. For a while, we were a community, a group of friends, really. It was a journey full of late-night streams, lots of laughter, and the occasional outburst of drama. But it has been our journey. My hope is that this ship has enough fuel in it to carry me to the next adventure. It certainly would help if the YouTube algorithm decided to dump a few gallons of fuel into the tank. But you can never count on that. In any case, it's time to sign off. For now.